What's going on, everybody? Obscure Orphans back at it again with another trailer reaction. This time, it's finally here. It's finally here, Austin. It's your favorite movie.
It's here.
It's
Make
getting a
way.
sequel. Make way. Make way. Make waves. Moana is back, and we have a teaser trailer, and we're gonna jump right into this. Do you have any hopes or expectations for this?
I hope it doesn't suck, because no Lin-Manuel Miranda for the
That's
music.
a good hope to have, and also not a bad thing for the second movie. So,
You
anyway,
think so? Not a fan?
I think we could use like 10% less Lynn in our lives.
Oof. Wow. All right, let's see this thing.
I'm just saying.
Oh my god, there's two shells. Get it?
Oh, look how photorealism it is. Oh, crab.
Much realism.
Another crab's treasure. Oh,
Uh-oh.
big shell.
Making... Oh, there you go. That sounds like the Survivor horn.
Is
I don't know if that's on purpose or not. But...
that a baby sister? Whoa.
Okay, that was cool.
Is this her original island?
It looks like it, yeah. Because that's the scene where they find the ships.
Right.
Or that.
Classic chicken.
November, huh?
This is a call from the ancestors
Okay, I
to
see what they're
sail
doing.
to new skies and reconnect our people across the entire ocean.
It's giving Avatar vibes, circa.
Oh.
What the?
Maui?
Boat snack.
He's back.
Oh. Boat snack upgrade. Bacon and eggs. Why didn't you bring the pig last time?
Classic Maui. Classic Maui.
Is it?
See, I'm glad they're addressing one of my biggest complaints from the last movie, alright? You introduce this
Uh-huh.
cute little pig, and he doesn't go on the boat with her. That really legitimately always bugged me about the first one. Like, why? Because then we have the chicken there the whole time, and he serves, like, no purpose.
He's comedic.
I hate him. I actually don't mind the chicken. That was a John take. Uh, but enough about John.
Notably, no music, or I should say, no new music. They
Right.
played the,
Song of the
backing
Ancestors.
track from Moana, but they gave us not even a little tease of any new music.
That's okay. I'm alright with that. Honestly, this is just a teaser. Just give us a little taste. I'm cool with that. And Song of the Ancestors, probably a hot take for a lot
Banger.
of people. My favorite song from the first movie.
Favorite?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd go that far. It's very good though,
I
without a
like it a
doubt,
lot. Very good peak to her character arc in the first movie. Anyway,
for sure. I really
yeah.
don't know that this. I mean, I'm excited that they're making another one. I was like semi joking. He's like, obviously that'll matter, but I'm going to see the movie regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But this trailer doesn't really give me anything. I know they're back on the island. I know that Maui's going to be there. I know that she's going to go on a boat. I mean, you just basically showed me all the things from Moana 1. You didn't. I mean, we saw a lightning bolt. That was one new thing.
That's cool. It was a cool looking lightning bolt.
It did look cool. I mean, the whole trailer looked good. I'm not.
That's true. That's true.
It has the one of the things. It's like we were talking about in our group chat about the live action. It's like one of the great things about animation is your ability to use color, vibrancy, and this ability to
Mm-hmm.
know that it's not real life, so you can have much more freedom with that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
this continues, doing that and showing us lots of cool stuff, including like this whale shark that I have on here. I mean, it looks great.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't really do anything for me, this trailer.
Yeah. No, and I'm kind of right there with you, where it's like this just looks like more Moana to me, which isn't inherently a bad thing. Um, I quite like the first one, so I'm cool with more.
Just
But
wait, just wait for the live action, and then we'll see how you.
I listen. I'll probably be. Well, we'll see. How I kind of want to see that first before I make any judgments on that one. But um, for this, with regards to this, I know it is like not a canceled Disney Plus series because we're still getting it technically, but this didn't start as a movie, so I do have hesitations with regards to that behind the scenes stuff. But on the whole, it's like I'm cautiously optimistic. I think Disney needs to do a little bit more original projects, and I think they're gonna. I don't know. They either said they're gonna do more original projects, or they're gonna do just like a few more sequels while also sprinkling some new IPs in there. I forget, but I'm cool with this because I really like the first Moana. So I'm gonna wait and see though, because I don't know if this didn't convince me to put my butt in the theater on day one.
I was convinced before this even came out, so that
Oh
wasn't gonna. It wasn't gonna sway me one way. I mean, it would have to look really bad. The only thing it could do is sway me against. It couldn't sway me for.
yeah, yeah,
And I mean, you're never gonna get that with a teaser trailer. I mean,
right,
unless they were
exactly.
like, I don't know, they made it look like Goosebumps or something. Like it didn't resemble the prior movie at all.
Mm-hmm.
A teaser trailer was never really gonna change that. Obviously,
Yeah,
glad The Rock is back. We've got
The Rock
um,
has come back
the
to Moana.
all of the main characters that we would want, minus the ones that don't make it through Moana, which I guess soft
Spoilers.
spoiler, but I'm not telling you who it is. So
It's the grandma.
I, you said it, I
It's the
didn't say it.
grandma. If they haven't seen Moana and they're watching a Moana 2 trailer reaction, that's on them. It's Moana. Moana died.
It's not notably not Moana.
Oh, I think we watched different movies.
This this shot right here looks like a walk-up bar at a beach resort.
It kind of does. Kind of does. Oh,
That's funny.
I'd have fun at that bar
Oh,
though.
oh, that'd be sick, dude. I mean, look, I've never been to Polynesia, but I hear good things.
Visually, this teaser was actually looked really good. I think in motion, this being a still shot of a 1080p trailer doesn't do it really justice. I don't think, but I
Yeah,
think
that's not. I mean,
yeah, it is what it is. It's just YouTube, but in motion
yeah.
it looked really good, and that was one of the highlights was the way the water moved in the last one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to that because I just like when animation looks pretty. So if you can do that here, I'm in.
This one reminds me, and I know it's not as good of a movie, but when The Good Dinosaur came out all
Hmm.
those years ago, it looked like such a drastic step forward in terms of
Yes.
what they could do on screen, like
Hmm.
depth, color, all of that kind of stuff. And this
Realism.
reminds me
Yeah.
of that. Not so much that it's like this huge, incredible jump forward like that,
Hmm.
but it's got that vibrancy and that color, which
Yeah.
partially I guess is the content, right? Like when you're talking about nature and you're, I guess, in a post Avatar world, that vibrancy is just kind of like part of the known culture, and
Hmm.
so you can really play with that in a way that you can't, like, I don't know. I mean, Inside Out has great color, but it's a very different palette, right? It's
Yeah.
less vibrant, more um like kids toy palette.
I'd even go so far as to say the way that the Good Dinosaur pops for me visually is because it's a lot of natural, realistic kind of environments, but then you have the Good Dinosaur who's bright green. He kind of pops out a little bit. He stands out. Whereas with something like Inside Out, and even to an extent Moana, it's like you have these colorful characters in colorful environments, and then when you go out of Riley's head, it's just normal San Francisco. And here
Mm-hmm.
it's like a lot of blue, which works for what it is. And even if you go back to the last one, like you have Tafiti, tall, giant mountain woman lady, and like that pops because it's like blue for most of the movie. You really only see blue, and then even the giant. What was the crab's name? Tamatoa. Like
Mm-hmm.
he was shiny because you're in the dark bottom of the ocean, and he's shiny. So that's why he pops out and was visually at least fun to watch.
Yeah. I even think like I might even be drawing that, especially given the like we get that lightning bolt. I don't. It's been a long time since I've seen the Good Dinosaur, but
Hmm.
notably the story part of how he gets separated from his parents, a giant flood
Yep.
and like lightning storm, and so you can even draw the comparison across there, I guess, with how visual a bolt of lightning looks, especially with this kind of a color palette that it
Hmm.
really pops on the screen.
Yeah. No, for sure.
I'm really curious where they're gonna go with the story
Hmm.
because Moana is pretty much open and shut, not really like too designed for like the story is very much a story of Moana's journey, and then obviously the
Hmm.
goddess part at the end, but like saving the village, but it pretty much hits all of its points and then goes away. So where do you go from here that
Yeah.
consistent with the world and doesn't feel tacked on just because you wanted to make another movie?
Right, and that's always been a tricky obstacle for Disney to overcome. Like you look at Frozen 2, and while that production was plagued with a million different things, like it's a miracle that movie came out, honestly. But that feels exactly like what you're talking about, where it's just like it doesn't feel like a sequel that they planned for. It just feels like quick, make more Frozen, quick, quick, quick.
Yeah,
And I know how massively popular. I know it's not Frozen levels of popular, but Moana's pretty popular with the kids. It's I still hear people talking about, oh, my kid loves Moana. But so I understand why they're making it. I agree with you. The first one seems pretty open and shut. And admittedly, I'm not super up to snuff with Polynesian mythology or culture or legends, so I don't know what they could possibly draw from. But I imagine there's something they could pull from that. It sounds like we're going to be, kind of merging tribes going across the oceans to find other people. So that could be interesting. I don't know where you go with that. I'm again, this is just a taste, so there's no way to tell what that's going to look like right now. But from a conceptual standpoint, I'm at least a little intrigued by that.
mm. This also has the benefit of like in the world in which we have TikTok, if
Hmm.
one of the songs gets really big, it doesn't really matter whether the movie is good or not. It'll be make a ton of money just because you get
Yeah.
that sound bite that catches in the zeitgeist, and I mean that'll make or break a movie these days, which is kind of a wild concept, but
Yeah.
here we are.
Well, especially with Disney, like I still even just recently, I'm gonna bring in some WWE into this. I apologize, but when The Rock turned heel and he was beating up the babyface that was big, a few months ago, kids were crying and they're like, "I never want to watch Moana again." Like this, and it's he even sang when he was beating up Cody Rhodes. He even said, "What can I say? But you're welcome." And it was like it's part of who he is at this point, and it's like I forget where I was going with this, but I feel like this will be able to, even without Lin Manuel Miranda writing the songs, I feel like they'll be able to get at least one ditty stuck in your ear. Disney
Sure.
seems to be pretty good
Well,
at that.
and I mean, it's not like his character is the nice guy in the movie. I mean,
Right?
he's
Yeah.
he's got a whole song just jazzing himself up, talking about himself. So he's
Yeah.
not exactly like I mean, he's basically character of Rock in the W. There's more parallel there than there is difference, really.
Mm, yeah. You're you're not wrong.
Like I think that might just be a ability for conceptualization of kids more.
Hmm. Yeah. No, I was kind of impressed on how young some of these kids are, and they're able to connect the dots that was Maui that was beating up Cody Rhodes. But yeah, but yeah, no, because yeah, you're totally right. As long as they can get one song stuck in everybody's head, I think they've won. And I think, regardless, with how popular Moana is, I think every parent's going to be taking their kid that to see this. I think at least, and if not that, they'll be streaming on Disney Plus for months to come on repeat.
That's for sure.
So I
That
think
makes
this.
the release date interesting. Like November
Mhm.
is, I mean,
It's a
November
holiday
doesn't tell us
release.
much, but even like you're. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it's you're. I don't know. It's not gonna be probably not Thanksgiving itself, but around Thanksgiving,
Yeah, probably.
because otherwise you're too early in the season. Like, given that it's a family movie, you want it to be around Christmas or you want it to be
Hmm.
around Thanksgiving, um, because that's when families get together, and we don't have a Star Wars movie coming out on Christmas this year, correct?
Yeah, I
And
believe so.
so I would be interested as to their thought process there on why they didn't go.
Well, I'm looking it up right now, but I'm pretty sure years past Disney's always opted for, at the very least, having a movie, an animated picture come out in November if they have one slotted. Like last year was Wish, and then they did, what was it, Strange Planet the year before that. Um, and those are both November, if memory serves correctly.
So, okay, I'm seeing here that they've got. Uh, I didn't even know this was being made. Okay, they've got Mufasa, the Lion King, coming out
Hmm.
in December
That's December?
of
Oh,
24. Yeah.
jeez. That's crazy. Okay.
So there's your answer as to why. I don't. I would have. I don't know. I guess. I guess you could make the. I don't know. I'm. I guess Lion King is probably bigger than
Yeah.
probably.
Okay.
I.
So I've got dates for like the last like four of their animated pictures, and yeah, three of like yeah, Wish, Strange World, Encanto are all November. Excuse me, and then Raya and the Last Dragon is the exception to that rule. That came out in March. But I remember that being a not a big deal, but it was like, oh, that's weird. They're doing a March because that year they had two animated movies. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's
And this year they
typically
decided to do them month back to back in the months.
yeah. I guess I wonder if they're banking on the fact that Mufasa is quote unquote live action. That'll be different enough, but that's I don't know. That's I don't have anything else about one. I don't know if you do.
Looks good. Can't wait to see it.
Bring the pig. Justice for pig. No bacon. All right. I'm right there with
Also,
you.
John's wrong. Where You Are is the best song.
Oof. I'll settle for third best. How's that?
Fine. Tell us in the comments what your favorite is, and tell.
You cut out. I'm going to pretend that you said, tell us your favorite song in the comments and why it's You're Welcome.
It is not. That's not what I said, but you're close.
Yes.
So we'll go with it.
All right. So for real, let us know what your favorite song in the comment is. Are you looking forward to this? Are you going to be there? How excited are you? How excited are you for your kids if you have those? Leave that all in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like on the video and hit that notification bell so that you know when we go live, like maybe on Friday or some other time, or usually Monday and Friday, but in between those, maybe. Be sure to follow us on our socials as well as we do post updates and just fun little memes. I know John's having a field day with Bomb Tombadil, whatever the fuck that loser's name is. Who cares about Lord of the Rings? Am I right?